The year is 622 CE. A young prophet named Muhammad, facing persecution in his hometown of Mecca, undertakes a perilous journey north. He arrives in Yathrib, a city rife with tribal tensions and religious diversity. This journey, known as the Hijrah, marks the beginning of the Islamic calendar. It also lays the foundation for a remarkable document, the Covenant of Medina. This document, sometimes called the Constitution of Medina, is no ordinary treaty. It is a blueprint for a new kind of society, one that transcends the tribalism and conflict of 7th century Arabia. The Covenant of Medina establishes the framework for the Ummah, the Muslim community, and lays out the principles of governance, justice, and coexistence for this nascent society. The Covenant of Medina is a testament to the power of dialogue and compromise. It is a beacon of tolerance and mutual respect, forged in a time of great uncertainty and change. In the centuries since its drafting, this document has inspired countless individuals and communities, offering a timeless model for peaceful coexistence and the pursuit of justice. To understand the significance of the Covenant of Medina, we must first delve into the historical context in which it was created. Yathrib, later renamed Medina, was a city divided. Arab tribes, primarily the Aws and Khazraj, had long been locked in bitter feuds, their rivalries fueled by blood debts and vendettas. Adding to the complexity, Medina was also home to a significant Jewish population, organized into 3 main tribes, the Banu Qaynuqa, the Banu Nadir, and the Banu Qurayza. Into this volatile mix arrived Muhammad and his followers, the Muhajirun, seeking refuge from persecution in Mecca. The arrival of this new group, with their distinct beliefs and practices, could have easily exacerbated existing tensions. Instead, it presented a unique opportunity, a chance to forge a new community bound not by blood ties or tribal allegiances, but by a shared commitment to justice and peace. The Covenant of Medina was the instrument by which this vision would be realized. At its core, the Covenant of Medina is a pact of unity and mutual protection. It declares that the Muslims, both Muhajirun and Ansar, along with the Jewish tribes and other inhabitants of Medina, shall constitute a single community, the Ummah. This declaration was groundbreaking in its inclusivity. It transcended the tribal and religious divisions that had long plagued the region, establishing a common identity based on shared values and aspirations. The Covenant explicitly recognizes the rights of the Jewish tribes, guaranteeing their freedom of religion and cultural practice. It states that the Jews shall have their religion and the Muslims their religion. This principle of religious tolerance was a radical departure from the prevailing norms of the time. It set a precedent for interfaith coexistence that would have a profound impact on the development of Islamic thought and practice. The Covenant of Medina also outlines the collective responsibility of the Ummah to defend itself against external threats. It stipulates that all parties to the covenant are obligated to come to the aid of their brethren, regardless of their religious or tribal affiliation. This principle of mutual defense fostered a sense of shared destiny and solidified the bonds of solidarity within the newly formed community. Beyond its emphasis on unity and protection, the Covenant of Medina establishes a comprehensive legal framework for the nascent Islamic State. It outlines a system of justice rooted in the principles of fairness, accountability, and the rule of law. One of the key provisions in this regard is the law of bloodshed, which seeks to break the cycle of vengeance and retribution that had plagued pre-Islamic Arabia. The Covenant stipulates that all acts of violence, including murder, will be met with swift and decisive justice. However, it also introduces the concept of blood money, or diya, as a means of reconciliation and compensation. In cases of murder, the family of the victim has the right to demand either retribution or the payment of blood money by the perpetrator's kin. This provision, while seemingly harsh by modern standards, represented a significant step towards limiting bloodshed and promoting peaceful resolution of disputes. The Covenant of Medina also addresses other aspects of criminal justice, including theft, assault, and slander. It sets out clear punishments for these offences, emphasizing the importance of maintaining order and security within the Ummah. Moreover, the Covenant establishes a system for the resolution of disputes, with provisions for arbitration and the settlement of claims. These measures aimed to ensure that justice was served fairly and impartially, regardless of an individual's social standing or tribal affiliation. The Covenant of Medina, also known as the Constitution of Medina, is a pivotal document in the history of Islam. It was created by the Prophet Muhammad to establish a multi-religious Islamic state in the city of Medina. This document serves as a testament to the principles of coexistence, mutual respect and unity among the diverse communities living in Medina at the time. It outlines the rights and duties of all citizens, ensuring that everyone, regardless of their faith, had a place in the new society. The Covenant of Medina is often seen as an early example of a pluralistic society where different groups could live together in harmony under a common legal framework. This groundbreaking document continues to inspire discussions on governance, community, and the role of religion in public life. Medina, a city that became a sanctuary for those seeking peace and justice. It welcomed the oppressed and the marginalized, offering them a new beginning. Here, the ideals of the Covenant of Medina were not just words, but a lived reality. The Covenant of Medina, a document from the 7th century, continues to inspire. Its principles of coexistence and mutual respect resonate even today, reminding us of a time when diverse communities found common ground. In today's world, the Covenant of Medina stands as a beacon of hope. It shows us that unity and diversity is possible. By looking back at this historical agreement, we can find guidance for building more inclusive and harmonious societies. The message of Medina is timeless. It teaches us that peace, tolerance, and understanding are the foundations of a thriving community. As we reflect on its legacy, we are reminded of the enduring power of compassion and cooperation.